Hello again, my name's Gabe Zollner. Well, one of my viewers spent a fair amount of time typing out this response and this comment, and this was in regard to MVI 1742, Nevada Assessor's website, quote, smoking gun, end of quote. And here's what he wrote. Rusty Hill also pointed out how strange it was for there to be no history whatsoever. He looked at the real estate and what appears to be land wars going on that eventually ended up tagged as U.S. property with no previous history, no status or dollar amounts, and then end up in Reid Bunkerville LLC possession with no dollar value or history or status, and also end up with Cedar Development LLC with similarly no history or dollar value or status. Unheard of in real estate, unless it was in U.S. possession before Nevada became a state. Then there would be no history or dollar amount. Normal property history shows a long train of property history, name, changes, dollar amounts, and status. It even shows if land was seized by a bank. So the USA is illegally taking possession and wiping these histories to conceal the fact that they've never owned that land originally. And they're moving in on this privately owned land because it falls within the defensible perimeter of the land needed for military/industrial application. And Reid is literally just switching ownership from the USA to Reid LLC. And then further compounding his guilt by dividing parcels that have no need of being divided unless he wants to inflate the value of dirt and sagebrush, which proves something shady is going on at the highest level of government with regards to this real estate fiasco. This is why Obama is silent on it, because Reid bungled it. And this also implicates the administration, because they would have to have full knowledge of the deal and the land transfers from USA to Reid Bunkerville LLC and Cedar Development, only to sell out to the Chinese government-owned corporations, which is also going on all over the country at critical main seaports and other lands with military/industrial applications. These are serious breaches in national security to have a foreign hostile entity taking over strategic ports and land. This is also why when we see this activity, there is also a major push for gun control close to these areas, because they are creating a free fire zone, sort of a bridgehead where the Chinese can establish a presence with no resistance. It is literally a Trojan horse operation, not only in Nevada, but nationwide. And Reid made the government look bad. He exposed them all. This is why they tried to downplay it and erase the BLM page where Reid was implicated clearly in the deal. But as always, just like a mob movie, the boss says, "Shut up," and the lackey keeps blabbering. The more he tries to hide and the more he says, the more obviously he is pissing off both the people who know what is going on and know it is a treason. And the more he is pissing off the administration, he is violating the #1 rule, which is don't talk, because talk can lead back to the boss. So I would not be surprised if Reid ends up having a government-sponsored quote-unquote heart attack, end of quote, or something in the near future. He has become a liability and he knows it, which is why he is panicking and inserting more foot into the mouth. He won't be arrested, nope, but he will be dealt with. Can almost guarantee that. But before then, they will probably pick another candidate to divert the public and still maintain federal control over the situation. So watch closely who runs to replace Reid. More than likely, they're already a federal minion. But with Reid out of the way, they can go ahead and sponsor that quote-unquote heart attack, end of quote, and it will get 20 seconds in the news, and people will forget about it because they are stupid and fickle. Pretty darn interesting little commentary, isn't that? You know, it's amazing how many of my viewers take the time to view my videos and comment on them the way this particular individual did. I can't thank him enough for his contribution. I hope you take the time to listen to all of what he wrote, and if you agree with it, you know what to do. Pass it along. Information and knowledge is power.